When you saw those bank statements in her case, what did you see?
Victimization.
Look at all these fraudulent bank withdrawals for thousands of dollars, and not one of them raised a red flag with the bank. As a result, the 83-year-old account holder lost $400,000 in 4 months.
That's right. We just learned about an idea that would have protected her. It was in the state's proposed budget, but was removed during negotiations in the spring. Chief Investigative Reporter Berkeley Brean just talked to the woman who is trying to get the state to put it back in. Burke, what would it do exactly?
Deanna, it would allow banks to put a hold on a withdrawal if the teller suspected that the account holder was getting scammed.
And that happens a lot. A report by AARP says more than $28 billion is stolen from Americans over the age of 60 every year. So AARP is pressing the governor and state lawmakers to get the protection in the budget next year. And they're talking to the banks, too.
Are they on board with something like this?
Yes, and I think that they want legislation like this to give them kind of a safe harbor from liability if they need to put a hold on a specific transaction to protect the consumer.
4,600, 7,896.
The protection would have helped the mother of Darlene Gropp and Julie Wilmes. After their mother's computer got hacked last year, her ESL account got hacked. And between January and April of this year, the hackers made 76 withdrawals for more than $400,000. And not one of the five-figure transactions raised a red flag with the bank.
There was many things that they could have done to prevent this situation, and they did nothing.
When you saw those bank statements in her case, what did you see?
Victimization.
Dan Lyon is a retired sheriff's deputy, the fraud and scam expert at Lifespan, and he's working with the family. And today he warned dozens of people in Webster about the dangerous digital attacks they face.
When Willie Sutton was asked, why do you rob the banks? His answer was, because that's where the money is. Do you think that Americans over the age of 60 are getting targeted because that's where the money is?
Absolutely. Without question, without doubt. The wealth of this nation is not held by younger men and women. The wealth of this nation is held by the older adult, that man or woman over age 60. And that is clearly why these scammers are targeting older men and women.
Here's another thing I learned today. If you get scammed, God forbid, you can actually get a little bit of money back through the state's Victim Services Office. They will give you $100 for every transaction. So in the story we just showed you, that's $7,600 for those 76 fraudulent withdrawals. You can get help with this through your local police department, the district attorney's office, or directly through Lifespan. Deanna and Brett.
All right, Burke, thank you very much.